determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's
all right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sproles, the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. 180!
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey. 4 down. Solid.
Here's Wentz to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From midfield, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
45. Back. Waiting.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Wentz's pass complete to Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons nothing. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. 79 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with Howard, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he takes it down at 40 with a pickup of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Watch twist. 21.
Here's Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 22 yards there, a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big run there by Freeman, 41 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Falcons take over. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Barner. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Back. Recon. 132 fighter. Fresno.
Now Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Wentz. He's going to air one out. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Sproles. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. A And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually...
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Shoot. 20.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Ryan, pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's now 3rd down.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Just like that. Watch out. Hey, check. Check. 53's mine.
Here's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Sponge. No.
They go with Howard again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it with Sproles. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
QB drop. Switch.
Now Howard, and an alley to run, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180. Coming after you. Check. Crouch.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw, it's Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a set.
Touchdown, Falcons! Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got what?
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running with Howard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Wentz now to throw. Ertz has it left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Wentz going to throw. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, hey, Tuesday. Check.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, back 25, 20. Hey, watch the ball.
On first down, it's Freeman. And hang on here, Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Barner. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll run it now with Barner. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Check.
Now a run for Barner. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Push him back. Push him back.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Mike, back 25. Mike, I got you, son. I got you, son.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Check 50, check 50.
They run again with Barner. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenyon Barner. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And